I've just woken up after my first day of prepping at Esse restaurant for our dinner, and I am exhausted. I don't know what it is, because I would like to say that I'm getting too old for this shit, but I'm barely 45. And I just feel exhausted. This is hard work, just standing there. And another thing that strikes me is that when you go to someone else's kitchen to do an event, as this one or any other, because I've done plenty in my years, you like what people don't consider, both people participating in these events and outsiders, is that the cognitive strain it puts on you to just not knowing anything. You know, there's this strange tension between you wanting to be polite, trying to relate to everybody in the kitchen. There's a lot of friendly faces, but every time you look around, people are looking at you. You're not anonymous, as you know. If you go about your day and it's your normal workplace, you're just there, and you know you can have a bad day or you can have a good day, and you can just do your stuff. But when you're new in the setting, everybody's just like looking at you, right? So you look up and everybody's looking at you. So you look up because you need to find a bowl, and you look around like that. So, oh, there's a bowl, and everybody, can I help you? Can I help you? And they're very nice and it's very polite, but it's very hard. Like, it's very tiring, because your mind never gets to just gaze and look around. What can I do for you, chef? Anything you need, chef? Oh, yeah. Oh, maybe it was a bowl. Anyways, I spent my first day in the kitchen doing what always seems to happen in a setting like this, which is just doodling around, not getting anything done, okay? I'm chatting up everybody, and I'm having a good time, and I did this because I want to enjoy myself, and that's what I did. But I literally had one job, you know. I had to set up a few things for a dish, and I kind of screwed up most of the things I was supposed to do, because my idea for one dish was to cook leeks and boil them for very long. It's very soft, and I wanted to pick them apart and use that to dress the dish. And what ended up happening was, because I wanted that cooking liquid to be a part of sort of the sauce, the base of the sauce. And in my wanting to be polite, I rushed away with the pot and poured out the cooking liquid and realized that was my sauce. So I had to change that and redo the sauce. And then I had this idea for another dish to do scallop roe emulsion. So I confit the scallop roe in oil with kombu oil. And they had some kombu, and it was really nice. And then I wanted to blend that and emulsify it. And then this is the thing. You go into a new place, and they have different things they use, right? So I wanted to blend this. And so they have these Vitamix blenders that I hate. I'm a Thermomix kind of guy, and I wanted to blend it. So because the Vitamix is so big, it's difficult to blend small amounts of stuff. So okay, then I started with a little immersion blender. Tried to blend it with the immersion blender. It was too small and doesn't really cut. And I started the emulsifying the roe with a bit of oil, the oil that I cooked it in. It was a smart idea. I liked it. And then it's like at one point, the immersion blender can't do more. I had to move to something else. It was still not enough for the big Vitamix blender. I moved to a mixer to be able to whisk it and try to emulsify it this way. It started getting too liquid because it's not blending, it's mixing. Oh my God. Then I try finally to go to the blender, do it in the blender, and the whole damn thing splits. So my main task, which was one small task, I failed at, and I had to redo it in front of a bunch of people. And thank God that I don't take myself too seriously, because this would have killed me if I was afraid to sort of show that there's some things that, you know, I can make mistakes too. In the end, I redid what you do when you do these things, you just essentially restart with a mayonnaise and emulsify the stuff in there, and everything's fine. And I finally made it, and I was presented with a smaller jug for the blender that allowed me to finally do this properly, and I did it. So I spent hours in the kitchen, not doing much except just soaking in the environment. Extremely enjoyable place, extremely nice kitchen to work in, extremely talented people, everybody moving fast, in a rush, but very controlled and very determined. And then in the end, we were invited to have a dinner before our dinner, so a dinner at Esse, and I had the incredible pleasure of eating with John Tam from Yatak and Milton Abel, former pastry chef of both Esse and Noma and Per Se and French Laundry, an incredible resume. And we just had an amazing time, you know. People that you've shared an industry with for 15, 20 years, 25 years is probably the best kind of people you can have dinner with, because you just talk about different things than anyone else can relate to and understand. And man, I'm so happy and I'm so proud that I can sit at that table, and I'm so incredibly proud that I can do this dinner, and I'm invited for something like this. And today is the day where we will actually have to do it for the guests, and I'm very much looking